Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longstrugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longstrugs for all your shopping needs. The Hawaii Department of Health today reported 4 new cases of monkeypox. That brings the total reported in the state since early June to 22 cases. State health officials say they identified the new cases, 2 Oahu residents and 1 Maui resident, which are all under investigation. Also, a Hawaii Island resident whose case is related to community exposure. Hawaii's first monkeypox case was reported on June 3rd in an Oahu adult resident who had traveled to an area with confirmed cases. Since then, monkeypox cases have been diagnosed in all 4 major counties. State health officials say the risk to most Hawaii residents remains low. Anyone who has close contact with someone with monkeypox, visit staradvertiser.com for details about where to get vaccinated. President Joe Biden today announced a major student loan debt forgiveness plan. The proposal would provide $10,000 in student debt cancellation for millions of Americans and up to $10,000 more for those with the greatest financial need. Biden is delivering on a campaign promise he made. Borrowers who earn less than $125,000 a year or families earning less than $250,000 would be eligible for the $10,000 loan forgiveness. For recipients of Pell Grants, the federal government would cancel up to an additional $10,000 in federal loan debt. Biden is also extending a pause on federal student loan payments through the end of 2022. If Biden's plan survives expected legal challenges, it could offer a windfall to many in the run-up to this fall's midterm elections. According to federal data, more than 43 million people have federal student debt, with an average balance of $37,667. Nearly a third of borrowers owe less than $10,000. About half owe less than $20,000. The White House estimates the federal student debt of about 20 million people would be erased. The Hawaii Department of Health today reported 2,219 new COVID-19 infections over the past week. That's lower than reported the previous week. So that brings the total number of cases since the start of the pandemic to 337,737. The state's 7-day average of new cases also fell to 322. That's down from 404 reported on August 17th, representing a decline for 5 weeks in a row. The health department's daily average reflects new cases per day from August 13 to 19. That's an earlier set of days than the new infections count. Actual case numbers are estimated to be at least 5 to 6 times higher, since these figures do not include home test results. State health officials also reported 13 more deaths. That brings the state's coronavirus-related death toll to 1,632. A Hawaii Island food distribution company has agreed to pay $90,000 to settle a racism lawsuit. According to the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, a Black employee was allegedly subjected to racial slurs and racist references to slavery. The lawsuit says a supervisor at Suisun Company's Hilo warehouse shouted racial slurs at the worker. The worker was fired after complaining to management. The lawsuit says a manager who investigated also used a racial epithet during a meeting with the employee. During the second meeting, the manager and another supervisor made jokes about slavery, the lawsuit says. The commission alleged in the lawsuit filed last year in U.S. District Court in Honolulu that the man was later fired in retaliation for reporting the harassment. Attorneys representing Suisun didn't immediately respond today to a message seeking comment on the settlement. The Honolulu team is one step closer to the title in the Little League World Series. Honolulu today rolled Nolensville, Tennessee 13-0 in 4 innings today in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Koen Sakamoto added a grand slam in the first and homered again in the 5th for Honolulu. Honolulu is the West Region champions and improved to 4-0 in the tournament. The team has outscored opponents 42-1. Daley Watson added a 2-run homer in the second inning, and Kama Angel hit a solo homer in the third to give Honolulu a Little League World Series leading 11 in the tournament. Nolensville will play the winner of a game later today between Texas and Pennsylvania on Thursday. They are competing for the right to play Honolulu in the U.S. Championship game happening Saturday morning at 9:30 Hawaii time. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.